But Ryan is here. Ryan, hello.
Hey man.
How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good.
I'm hurting,
good,
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
Are you hurting?
Well, I need some
Oh,
positive
no.
reinforcement, you know? It's 3 years.
Well,
3 years to the day I've done the PPS. Anything you'd like to say? Any way you'd like to start the call?
it's a good podcast so far. I'm loving the calls.
Yeah?
There's a lack of anniversary
Oh!
soon, which is very disappointing.
Jesus! Good. Hey, thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan, thank you. Thank you, man. That really means a lot. Thank you.
It's fucking disgraceful, day in, day out, and all you want is a fucking anniversary and nothing is fucking said.
You know, it only comes around once a year, right?
Yeah, it does, and it should be.
You know,
it
and
should be said when it's
everyone's
around.
watching this for free. I mean, it's the least that they could do when they call in, and to be honest, they call in and hassle me. I don't. Do you think I need this? You think I need my phone ringing off the hook?
Nah, man.
I
You're
bet
only
the
fucking
poorly
pain in
played
the hook.
stream wouldn't even be poorly played if I didn't have to have a conversation in the background of the gameplay. You know, it's hard to concentrate at this game.
It is.
This
These
is the
are
type
hard
of
games.
game where if you hold the jump button down longer, you jump higher than if you just tap it.
Yeah,
That
I
takes
remember
a
that
lot
usually.
of concentration.
Yeah, that's weird how that isn't in many games nowadays. It's like there's only double jumps, but there's no such thing as like hold the button down longer and you jump higher.
Yeah, when Derek mentioned
old-
that, I was blown away. I was like, wow, really? That's fucking crazy. I still have the
Yeah.
like starter weapon short sword bullshit. Please give me something. I lost
Have
the
you?
cloth
Is this
too.
the only?
What's
Is
that?
this the only Castlevania game you played?
No, I've played the original Castlevania, and I played Super Castlevania, and then
Have
I
you played the Game Boy Advance ones?
What's that?
Have you played the Game Boy Advance ones?
No, I haven't played the Game Boy Advance ones. I've played this one and Lords of Shadow, the Lords of Shadow 3DS one, which was really good, and then Lords of Shadow 2, which was not that good, but still fun.
Hey, I would definitely go and check on I think the Nintendo Virtual Store and find the Game Boy Advance ones because some of them are fucking incredible. I
Really?
think there's one where you get different abilities based on the enemies you killed. I don't know if it's in any other Castlevania games,
It's
but
like Kirby.
yeah, it's really cool. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like it was right after Sympathy of the Night, I think, like the
Ooh.
first one on PS1, and it's really cool. I can't remember the name of it, but he plays a guy called Soma. And that's all
Soba,
that's all I
like the
remember.
noodle?
Soma, S-O-M-A.
Oh, Soma, like the hallucinogenic drug maybe written about in the Bible and other scriptures such as the Bhagavad just take that from the top again. Bahumbug Vagita? What do you call that
Yeah.
text? Hava Nagila. Is that right? That sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah.
In a
Someone's in the
Vagita,
chat.
that's it.
Someone's in the chat. It's Aria of Sorrow. That's the game. That's when you wanna
Bhagavad Bahava. What? Ryan, I don't know what happened. We've lost you.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I think we had a lack of anniversary, and then the call just cut out on us.
Garrett, you're not getting any more out of me. I've said it like twice already. What, do you really want another anniversary?
I do.
Oh, fuck, he did it again.
I've been waiting all year to play it, brother, and you can bet your sweet ass I will.
I wait all year to listen to fucking Junior Special. I don't get that. Like,
Well, maybe
fuck.
you do if you want it. You just ask, baby. I'll give you a junior special. You want a junior special when we go to break?
Yeah, Junior Special on break.
Dude, fucking Dr. Pepper we don't do. I got that junior special for you.
The game that I was trying to tell you about, it's
Yeah.
Aria of Sorrow. That's the one you gotta find.
Sorrow.
Area of Sorrow.
Area.
That's
of
the game.
Sorrow, huh? And you think
Yeah,
that's on the
it's fucking-
Nintendo virtual shop?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think I've seen people like using the layout from the Wii U for it. It's a fucking great game. I remember playing that as a kid and loving the shit out of it.
Now,
it's really good.
Did you have a lot of experience with Symphony of the Night?
Yeah, I played a bit of it on the PS1 when I was young and I loved it.
Yeah,
I've been playing the 3D ones to kind of understand how it changed. And it made me realize, like, after playing the old Castlevanias, how hard they tried to
Oh my god, I
like,
hate these things.
how hard they tried to get across that feeling of the original Castlevania games in a 3D like plane. Like, I realized after playing the 3D ones how they had that focus system, which like, it wasn't about getting a lot of hits, but it was more about timing your hits more and learning how to block. Which I found, and it kind of reminded me, man, that's how I usually played Castlevania on the 2D planes. It was never, and it kind of just reminded me that the 3D Castlevanias tried really, really hard to just make it like the old ones.
What were the 3D ones? The ones on...
Yeah, like the Kojima one.
Oh, you're talking about Lords of Shadow, okay.
Yes, those games tried really hard to be original Castlevania, but in a 3D version. Like I said, the focus bar kind of was what the old Castlevania games were about, timing your hits and not trying to get hit as much.
Yeah, definitely. Blocking and learning how to use your abilities for certain things to access new areas.
Yeah, I went in that game thinking it was a character action game, but it felt very not like a character action game. It felt more like...
the first Lords of Shadow was, number one, long as fuck, which maybe wasn't the best thing for it. But also... go ahead.
I'm playing it now, realizing that as well. And,
it's so long.
One of the things that... Oh, and one of the things that kind of, like, annoys me, that I wished was just in it, was the camera. Like,
yes.
Fuck. I get the point of, like, getting, like, players to look at viewpoints and stuff, like... After doing like a bit of game design and realizing what goes through all that, it's kind of like, I understand why they did it because they didn't want any of the art assets to be wasted, but it's fucking non-intuitive to the player and kind of makes them feel like shit when they can't control the camera and end up getting fucked in combat because of the camera.
Once I got used to the way that the camera moved, there was a couple, like that big-ass Titan fight where the thing was fucking huge. Yeah. That was really hard with the camera, dealing with the camera in Lords of Shadow, but... Yeah, I don't know, man. I really like that game more than anything for the fucking story, and yeah, I mean that was what really did it for me, was the story of that game. And then yeah, the gameplay was fun, and it did try to do what the original Castlevanias had for them, where you got to block your shots, you got to use the weapons that you're acquiring from different bosses. It was cool.
One thing I noticed was they reuse songs a lot. Like, I feel like I'm listening to the same song over and over in that game.
Yeah. Super good orchestral soundtrack, but super repetitive as well. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to play the number 2 when I finish number 1 again. Because I think I'll probably like number 2 a bit more because of the camera.
Yes.
But at the same time, I love the castles in Lords of Shadow 1. I think the castle is probably the coolest fucking thing they ever did. Like, having a fucking next-gen version of the Castlevania castle.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, the setting and the story in the second one wasn't bad either. I never got the a la carte DLC and went back and played his stuff. At least I don't remember. I might have even done it on the stream. It's just forgettable. Like, I still remember shit from the first Lords of Shadow, and the second one was just... I remember I played it and I beat it, and it was like, oh fuck, I finally beat a video game.
Yeah.
Alright.
You looking out for any new games recently? Because I am. I'm looking out for that Mad Max game.
Yeah, I've been looking out for the Mad Max game since they first announced it, even before the movie was out.
Same.
And now after seeing Fury Road and liking it so much, yeah, I'm definitely pumped to see at least what it's going to be. I want to watch some gameplay or whatever before I buy it.
From what some journos have said, it's basically 60% driving, 40% combat. Like, it feels like Rage, in a sense, where you're just driving a lot, and then there's, like, fluff combat in between all the driving.
Huh, that sucks.
And I think...
Because I hate Rage.
I kind of think, like, that's what Mad Max is about. Like, Fury Road was just a fucking long car chase altogether.
Yeah, but is that fun to play? I don't know. The bar is set so low because the last Mad Max I played was on the NES, and that game is fucking horrible. I mean, I would just drive around and run out of gas every time. I don't think I've ever done anything else in the NES Mad Max game but loaded it in, driven around, gone to the one bald guy who sells you gas, but you don't have any money when you start the game, so you go until your tank runs out, and that's it. I think one time I found a fucking place where it was like a top-down shooter, and I was like it was like a Hotline Miami looking like room that you were let into with a bunch of bandits that just kind of ran and shot me, and then that was it. That game was so fucking hard, man, when I was a kid, but I loved it because it was Mad Max.
Off topic, but you know how Disneyland does those 3D hologram projections on the castle at the end of the day?
You're talking to the wrong Mega64 boy.
I just wanted to shout out something though, because in Sydney we got a thing called Vivid, where basically they have these 3D projections that they throw on all the major buildings in Sydney.
Yeah.
And it's like the story going on within all these buildings and artwork as like you're walking home from work and stuff. It's just amazing.
Well, that's fucking cool.
Like, yeah, they do it. They put it on the Contemporary Art Building, and it's like this beautiful artwork just playing out with like this really ambient music, and it's amazing. And if anyone's in Australia and Sydney and hasn't gone to see it, go fucking see it. It's gonna be on all the buildings at night for a month.
Shouts out. And they do something similar at Disneyland, or they project stuff on the building?
Yeah. If you've been to the Disney, or I can't remember if it's the end of the week or something, but
I haven't been since last game days. But what I remember, oh fuck, in California Adventure during the Tron like orgy that they would have, the rave that they would have in California Adventure, they would project shit onto the ground that was pretty cool.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
So I can pick up what you're putting down, Ryan.
Yeah, it's really good though. They do it on the Sydney Opera House as well. Like when you look at the Sydney Opera House, it's like there's like tanks running around on the Sydney Opera House and shooting each other and paint dropping. It's like, fuck. Yeah, it's really cool. Like if you ever want to see how beautiful it looks, just look up Vivid Sydney. It's
dude, well, you know what? I've heard Glebe is a cool place in Sydney, but I think I want to visit my sweet boy Jake over in Melbourne.
Melbourne, the Melbourne, man. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Melbourne. Yeah, it's one of those really trendy places.
It sounds like it. It sounds like Melbourne's like the new Austin, Texas, or Portland, Oregon.
Oh, dude, Melbourne's nice, from what I've heard. It's a really beautiful city from all the pictures, but I'd love to go one day. I definitely go to PAX, though, because I've been thinking of going to PAX Melbourne for some business stuff. But besides that, I'd definitely try PAX Melbourne if you're going to go to Melbourne, dude.
All right. Well, you've heard it here first. We love PAX East. We love PAX Prime. Ryan loves PAX Aus. Let's hold hands together and let's just chant the anniversary tune while we play you out there, Ryan.
Fuck you.
I love you, brother. Thank you, Ryan.
Brother.
What a good guy. What a good caller. Folks, I need a break. It's been... I'm flapping gums here for too long.